You know when things are going really well and then you kind of do something to self-sabotage?
That's a really great video, and I'd encourage you to go watch the whole thing. But I want to throw in my 2 cents as a therapist who specializes in trauma. Self sabotage is like a catch all word that we use for a lot of different things, and I won't get into how I don't think it exists, but let's talk about why something like this happens. So many of my clients are deeply unsettled when things are calm, or really struggle to be happy, or find that the bottom just seems to always fall out right when things start to get good. And a lot of times they'll tell me that like they're the culprit behind it, that they did it. They picked the fight, they caused the argument, they quit the job, whatever it is. And because we're just like supposed to be happy and because we're wired to be so critical on ourselves, people don't seem to learn why this is happening. And I want to help with that. Let me start by saying that the brain predicts what it thinks it's going to happen in the future by what it's been through in the past. So if things have always worked out for you or always went your way, then great. But if that's not been your experience, then this makes it more difficult. If you've been through things in life where you were really hopeful or excited about something and then it didn't happen, or you thought that maybe this time that family was going to adopt you, your dad was going to come back, or your mom would finally approve of you and they didn't, then being happy and having good things happen in your life can be very scary because your brain is going to predict that what happened in the past is going to happen again this time. And the reason so many of us self-sabotage is because instead of waiting for it to happen, we control it and just do it ourselves, because then at least then we feel a little bit of power. If pain is inevitable, if disappointment is inevitable, and we don't want to feel powerless, then we might as well just like do it to ourselves. And that's valid. You're doing the best you can with what you have, and you're just trying to protect yourself from more pain. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Just because it happened in the past doesn't mean it has to happen in the future. You can break that cycle, you can heal that fear, you can reprogram your brain, and you can have good things, and you can be happy. Knowledge is power, and then you gotta practice. Keep going.